Good evening, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome to stream. And today, we are almost surely going to be finishing Metroid Prime 3. So yeah, let's get to it. Yeah, aboard the Leviathan battleship. At the moment, we're really just finalizing some of the last collectibles, and then we're going to get the final codes we need from. God, that suit looks cool. From the GFS Valhalla, and head to the source of corruption. I know there's at least one thing for fiery area. Roll saps. I'm out here stealing Nikki's baby shark. Nikki! At least you were here to hear it. Oh, that is going to be interesting, Josh. Man, I could have sworn there was a collectible in here. I thought, aha, now that I can safely go in fuel gel without dying, I'll find it. No, there's just nothing. Lime, I'm not going to be playing Prime 4 anytime soon because I want to get it on Switch 2, and while I don't have a job, I can't get a Switch 2. So yes, technically I am playing this before Prime 4, in the broadest sense. Yeah, but there are some graphical downgrades, and I mean, frankly, I can't even afford the game. I can't. I want to be cautious about spending my rather limited funds when I don't know when the job's actually doing. Which is a depressing thing to say and think. And you can tell capitalism is a scam because the only thing worse than being employed is being unemployed. Yeah, apparently Miles does not stick around for super long, so hopefully it's not a disaster. I am hearing mixed things on how negative of an impact he has on the game. Some people say the GF troopers kind of ruin it. Some people say they're not that terrible. I don't even know if there's a collectible here. There's just definitely a secret. No, nobody be mean to my boy Miles Tails Prower. He's a good child with an incredibly high IQ. I do love the idea of Samus turning up her headphones when Miles is there. Excuse me? You don't get to teleport. You know what? Actually, screw it. I remembered this phasite over here, and now I can see through it and shoot through it. And without the hazard shield, none of that would matter, since I wouldn't be able to scoot along here. Now, where am I seeing? Go. By the way, when I loaded in today, we were at 90% collectibles, so we're absolutely going to finish on today's stream. It might not even be a super long stream. Whoopsie. Oh, no. I think that's the... Yep, that's the last collectible on Brio. Or the last I know about it. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Any game with a lot of collectibles like this is well served in having an optional way to find them, to mark them on your map. I do think it should be optional, because not everybody wants it, and like, there's something to be said for the challenge of doing it on your own. But there's also something to be said for I'm an adult with limited time. You know what, actually, you guys just have fun. Thanks for your contribution. Genuinely, this is one of my favorite suits that Samus ever gets. And you don't actually get a lot of suit upgrades in this game. It's just as you get more corrupted, the suit looks cooler and cooler.
A pig! So cute.
Also you, Meaty. You're cool and I like you. Oh, I saw something the other day which it bothered me that I didn't come up with this first, but it is entirely true. For anybody wondering what Phazon is, and what Dark Samus is, Dark Samus is Venom. Phazon is the symbiote. That's it. I'm glad it didn't end poorly, but hey, good news. Now you have a screw. So, like, that's a plus. And now if somebody tells you to go screw yourself, you're, like, way ahead of you. No shortcuts. Oh my lord, this is impossible to aim while moving. It's actually really not. I'm just bad at it. Which I'm allowed. I didn't look at the map. I don't even know. Yeah, there's a collectible in there. That's going to be an important one. I suspect that's actually going to be one of the progression items. Or possibly not. So for now, just keep it going. Man, screws really are the best, aren't they? Let's give a hand to simple machines which translate rotational force into a linear force. And while we're at it, vice versa. Shout out to all those machines that translate linear force into rotational force. Meaty, I need you to understand. That's one of the funniest things I've ever seen anybody say. Thank you. I know I didn't laugh out loud. But it's so dang clever. Well, I have to ride this. Like, there's a kind of humor that is funny because it's clever, and it doesn't always make me laugh, but it always makes me so joyful. And that's exactly what that did. Also, for those wondering, my keyboard seems to be in one of its working phases. So, I mean, we'll see how long that lasts. But I did get a replacement because I ain't trusting this. Right, there is something here. I saw it and then I forgot it. Yeah. I fiddled with a few things, and one of the big things I did is just change the priority of the actual process, and that's helped a lot. How do I start this process? That's how I start this process. Straight Porking It should be the name of my autobiography. Oh my god! Meat cute! Sorry, I don't think that was as clever as my oh my god suggested, but still, meat cute. Pretty linear, Josh. I like Prime 4, but it is a much more linear experience than 1. Meaty, tell them they're cute back. It says there's a...
I want me some glory hole.
I mean, we all want some glory hole. Thank you, Meaty. You know what? Yes. I'm gonna say yes. I not get that already? Ah! Thank you, Sam. God, that game was a riot. Like, not good, to be clear. Yeah, I still like Prime 3, but especially after Prime 2, a lot of its linearity becomes very. Yay! I get to upgrade my ship's missiles. A thing that I think I never use again. And even if I did have the opportunity to use it, the number of missiles you start with is entirely sufficient. Genuinely, I think the most useless upgrade in any Metroid game. There was also one of those. Invader. We watched as Elysia fell victim to the meteor's corruption, its phazon beginning to consume her. High above the noxious surface, we continued to collect data on the object. It was not long before we met a new enemy. Space pirates, hostile alien life forms, and sworn enemies of the Federation entered the station and attacked. The pirate forces struck swiftly, their numbers and weapons dwarfing ours. After their initial assault, they began construction of a massive energy shield around the meteor. They referred to the fallen object as a seed, and quickly built the protective barrier. Any resistance they met from us was crushed, and the massive shield was built without interruption. Our attention then turned to the pirates themselves. If we could not stop them through combat, perhaps there was another way. Our studies quickly yielded unexpected results. All of the space pirates were corrupted with phazon, but unlike other life forms, they were actually being sustained by it. This phazon kept them alive, and it appeared to control their minds with the will of its own. Sabs, better close your ears then, because you're cute. Something. Oh, do something. Oh, I know some of those somethings. Oh my god, Sabs has muted me like I'm Miles McKenzie. It's what I deserve. Nothing that way. A few things. Oh, my friends, I'm sorry. It takes 2 shots now to melt them. Whee! Yeah, you can recharge your health from these robots. And just siphon energy out of them. It's one of my favorite things you can do. Thank you, Tron. There is in fact only one prime damage. And weirdly, it's Metroid Prime 2. Here's the thing, Neaty. I know that you want to shower. You just don't want to shower. And I know that that's very confusing for you. lordy, what hit me? Yeah! Oh, lordy. Chat, stop letting me make bad decisions, please. This is on you. Oh. Oh, chat, I'm silly. I didn't need to do any of this. Oh well. I opened up the shortcut and then did not use the shortcut. So, you know, that's a certain level of decision making. Oh no, exercise redeemed did not fail. Meaty, I will add that. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. I will add that to my list after stream. That's right. This does not feel. I could get just a tiny bit more height. As of say that. There we go. Oh, I already scanned you. Cool. And I think there was also something in there. Although it's showing in a weird spot. Showing like it's out here somewhere. Which, it sure isn't. Don't worry about it. Samus just has certain abilities. Oh yeah, I remember this. I don't even need to be bold. Bad robot, where are you? Okay. it is a little bit penis music. I think penis music is one of my favorite genres. For the simple reason that, like a lot of things, very hard to define what makes something penis music. But not that hard to identify the penis-y music. To put it another way, it is quite easy to answer the question, is this penis music? But much more difficult to answer the question, why is this music? Yeah, Lady gets it. You know a good penis music. Anyway, thanks for coming to my demonetized Twitch stream. I mean, every time somebody subs, that is a monetized Twitch stream, technically. Meaty, you bring nothing but joy to my streams. So even if they were all demonetized, it would be worth it. Oh, this is where I want to go. Is this where I want to be? This super isn't where I want to be. Neat. A thunk.
Data received.
Oh lordy. I was supposed to do exercises yesterday, but after all the nonsense with my keyboard, I just didn't have the energy for it. So I have to make sure I do exercises today. I mean, bench pressing my keyboard would, while satisfying, not be particularly difficult. Panini press sounds more fun, actually. Hell, given that I think some solder wearing out may be the issue, Panini press may actually fix. I don't know if there are any remaining upgrades here. No, but there is the observatory, and there's one thing in the observatory worth doing. The reason I think it's solder is twofold. One is just keyboard's 10 years old. It's a thing that fails. And then there's the fact that it's there's a word for it, but it's an inconsistent issue. I also don't own a Panini press, which probably doesn't help with the fact. The problem is I can't get to the contact without opening up the keyboard, and I am not a confident enough works person to do that. I once changed the buttons on my Joy-Cons, and it's one of the scariest things I've ever done. Well, yeah, no, I know it's fine to do. Isopropyl alcohol, A, evaporates very quickly, and B, is generally not particularly conductive. So, I mean, I've got a replacement keyboard. I'm just gonna ride this one out until it absolutely refuses to work anymore. Did I completely skip the observatory? Oh no, this is the observatory. I thought this was a different one. And we can power this fucker up. You can just do that because you want to, Meaty. You don't need an excuse. Okay, no, that is also valid. Ooh, hired homework. Now, are there any of these upgrades that are possible to get that I haven't got? Doesn't look like it. I find it interesting that there's so many of these little, like, holograms, but most of them you can never activate. Feels like maybe they planned to add more things and then just couldn't. forgot there was a whole ass hallway up there. Yeah. I think I have every upgrade on this planet. Which is a wild thing to believe, but here I am believing it. You know, so true, Meaty, and at the end of the day, are we not all bottoms to destiny? Who among us has ever been averse with fate? Sorry, I should stop talking. Chad, I changed my mind. My autobiography is going to be called Power Bottomed by Destiny. Power topped? I can't remember. Yeah, Destiny's the top of it. Maybe it can be a story of how I turn things around. So in fact, I am power bottoming. Power bottoming for Destiny. I like that one better. Like, Destiny's the top, but I'm still the one in charge. Also, this is feeling increasingly Chuck Tingle adjacent, so I don't know. Maybe there's something there. Bedweight Behead. Prime 1, Prime 2, Prime 3. Man, that is very tough. Prime 3 is the weakest of them. I will kill Prime 3. Which I hate to say, because there's so much I love about it, but it is the weakest. Fuck Prime 2, because it frustrates me in so many ways. There's so much good, but there's also so much bad. Marry Prime 1, because it is the strongest in every way. And especially with the remaster, it's even the prettiest. Cool, Sabs, I'm terrified to see what that is. Oh Lord. Y'all are both just ready.
Baby shark do-do-do-do-do, baby shark do-do-do-do-do, baby shark do-do-do-do-do, baby shark.
Lime? You want to take a lottery ticket or something? This is getting out of hand. Okay. I'm sorry. In the first room? I've missed stuff? I mean, I guess. Oh no, this isn't. This is the other land.
There's still pirates in this area. Stay alert.
Oh, you're so right, Meaty. Be something down one of these, isn't there? Or just what? Oh, that's just one of the ones you pop out of. Man, I don't know how I missed so many collectibles in this area. I mean, I say that. I do know. There's a lot in the pirate base, and you're spending so much time just being terrified. Ooh, I hope so. More characters and clip titles is always good. I have a vague memory of it. Ow, ow, ow! Jeez. That's alright. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, have that shower, Meaty. You deserve to not feel gross. I mean, that applies to all of you, chat. If you feel gross, see what you can do about it. Showering is probably a good start. Oh! Hello, retractable ceiling. Oh my lord. Every now and then these are super difficult to get started. There we go. An explosive blast should... Oh, okay. Yay, more useful. More useless. I think that gets me... Yeah, 98%. Nice. Anything else in here? Not in this area. I have never written this down, I didn't think. Man, you gotta love a sphincter that opens for you.
Since the seed has been destroyed, most of the troops were called back to the fleet. We stayed behind to guard the landing locations.
God, you can see the corruption in the suit here better than anywhere. Even a lot of the seams are like weirdly jagged now. Yeah, mashing buns. Oh my god, Sabs, do you not even know how to mash buns? There's probably an easier way to check this than going to the location. That's fine, Sabs. Just make sure to tip you're a professional. They work hard and deserve it. I'm concerned that I've missed one item in the whole game. Now, it's possible that I'm wrong. I can't currently see anything else I need. So, I'm just going to go to GFS Valhalla. I think there's one pickup that I'm guaranteed there. I'm hoping that there are two pickups. looking back, I do genuinely find it funny how scary I thought this place was when I first played this game. Now, I was significantly young, but I still wasn't like super baby. But I had no exposure to any kind of horror. And so for me, this was scary. Oh wait, nothing's marked on the map, so... Right. Done that. I believe I already got the extra unlock. Already got one there. What? Here. Whoa. Debris covered with high amounts of phazon. Wreckage suggests that a weapon was detonated. The phazon spreading out from this target suggests his PED tank malfunctioned. So, yeah, the other hunters are not the only ones getting overtaken with phazon. Basically, anybody who uses hypermerge is at risk. Although it does seem to affect the hunters most because they were directly attacked by Darkseid. They produce phazon in their bodies rather than having it as an external tank. Oh, I already have it. Oh, I can't do anything with this yet. I need to... Control mechanism within wall. Oh, here it is. Hell yeah, meaty. Also, that was super quick. You shower like my mom showers. I take like half an hour, 40 minutes. I fucking love showering. The ship's AU was connected into this platform. Debris suggests that it was forcefully removed. Yeah, the Aurora unit in this ship was stolen. Walkway ramps locked. Return power to local stations to move walkways. Oh, that's what I need. Okay. Oh, here's the thing, matey. I don't wash my hair every day. If I washed my hair, when I wash my hair, it takes me longer. I just really like to luxuriate in the shower. I like to take my time. So this isn't a matter of how long it takes me to actually bathe. This is a matter of how long it takes me to really appreciate my time in the stream of hot water. No, I like it hot, but not that hot. Also, I do need to cut my hair. These dudes weirdly become much easier to fight once you've got the X-ray visor and high frequency beam. You just hit them twice in their nodule, and they're down. Maybe for me, it's mostly just I don't like the feeling of the water while I am enjoying myself. Oh, they also have nodules. Nice. I mean, I've got one Sabs, but it's one of these like half bath, half shower arrangements, and I've always been the person who enjoys showering. So given that, I'm not quite sure why I brought it up. Target was part of an energy generation system that fed power into the ship's Aurora unit. Trooper appears to have been cornered before being impaled with the pirate melee weapon. Yep, that's definitely what happened. This model of PDA is commonly used by many Federation personnel. The current display reads 78356. That's probably irrelevant. That's so weird, Meaty. That's so interesting. I wonder what is it about the fever that makes you want to spend more time in the shower? Oh yeah, absolutely. He's fine. Don't worry about it. And her incident. Now, this is something we haven't heard about. Oh, okay, no. We have. Planet Ether, home of the Luminoth, was struck by a Phazon meteor 5 decades ago. The impact had catastrophic effects on the planet, on the already unstable planet, creating a dark twin of the planet and a dire race known as the Ing. A brutal war between the twin planets took place, with the Ing gaining the upper hand. The GFS tier went to the sector to investigate pirate activity, but were forced to make an emergency landing on Ether. Shortly after, the entire crew of Tyr was attacked and annihilated by the Ing. Hunter Samus Aran was sent to investigate and wound up entangled in the local conflict. Aran fought against both space pirates and Ing and arose victorious. Ether's dark twin vanished, taking with it the Ing horde, and the planet's peace was finally restored. After the Ether incident, the Federation sent the GFS Anhur back to Ether to deal with the pirate base. Upon arrival, the crew and marines of the Anhur assisted the native Luminoth in dismantling an abandoned space pirate mining facility. During the operation, the crew detected the presence of Phazon. The ship's crew investigated and collected several kilograms of ore, which would later lead to the development of the PED. That's cool. I don't know, Meaty. Try combining them sometime. What was the number again? 78356.
Data log entry 2467.3. This will be the last communication of the GFS Valhalla. Our efforts to repel the space pirate boarding force have failed. They have successfully removed the primary mounting structure around our stasis tank. It is obvious now that they intend to extract us from the Valhalla. It is vital that the Federation receive this transmission. Severing main power. A large bioform is creating a wormhole. Implant into sentient planet which is the source of all Phazon. Darkness coming.
That seems fine. I'm not worried about it, chat. Are you worried about it? Don't be worried. Interesting.
The data you just acquired appears to be a Space Pirate Leviathan command code. It is likely that this code could allow us to control the Leviathan in orbit above the pirate home world. Find a way onto the Leviathan and use that code.
What's interesting is I'm fairly confident. Yeah. There are still 2 energy cells which I have but haven't used. And they will be for the hopefully last 2 pickups. I thought the pirate code would be a pickup. Alas. Ow! I'm not gonna fight you. Yeah, I've already got whatever upgrade was in that room. God, enemies with nodules really are the easiest, aren't they? Hey! There's definitely at least one upgrade in this room. I'm going to be ever so slightly pissed if I'm at 99% and have to look up where the last thing is. Which is what it currently feels like is going to happen. Sabs, I hope you're enjoying your drawing as well. It doesn't feel like there are going to be 2 upgrades in bitch. Why are you making me go to this effort for a completely useless upgrade? Oh. Huh. This blows actually. Where have I not found an upgrade? There's no fault, Meaty. You do what you gotta do. Everybody here loves you and wants the best for you. There. You cannot tell me that I'm at 99% and expect me to be satisfied. The most likely place I missed something is the pirate. I thought I checked that pretty thoroughly. I know it's not some weird technicality, because I know what I'm missing. It's an energy tank. Man, am I gonna have to look this up? At least I know what I'm missing. Chat, give me a second. I'm gonna look up where the energy tank is. Metroid 3. Okay, I've got that one. Let's look on GFS file. That seems like most. Okay, I've done that. That's kind of worse. That means I'm definitely missing something in one of the other three, which means it's marked on my map and I'm just not seeing it. Okay. Norion has one, which I know for a fact I got. Let's check Brio. Reliquary 2, I've got. Machine Works Bridge, I've got. Vault, I've got. I think I know where it is. It's a place you can't directly see on your map, and that's cool. Yeah, like I'm a good 80% sure that that's what it is. And honestly, whoever needs to be more than 50% sure. Never mind 8. You're so right, Meaty. No, you're not calling me a coward. You're in fact referring to one specific coward Who needs to be sure? Coward pig, no coward. I think it's from Fiery. Jim Coward. Like, it started out as just a surname. But he embodied it more than any of the other cowards in his life. Obviously, energy tanks are always super useful for the final section of a game. But I feel like in this game, they really, really aren't. Through there is a teleporter to Ice World. Now, Ice World you can't normally see on your map, which makes it very hard to track, but there is one more collectible. Or at least, I believe there is. Yeah, there totally is. How does that manifest? What do you mean they don't like to break the skin? How hair grow if not skin? Oh, okay. Like you get a lot of ingrown hairs and shit. That I understand. Maybe I shouldn't have sounded quite so incredulous. Man, I love spider bowl puzzles. Even when they're not difficult, I really like them. That's a rough issue to deal with, matey. there is Metroid Prime Pinball, and not having played it, I still have reason to believe this features pretty heavily. Sorry, it's called Metroid Prime Spinball. All pickups. Hello, Winter. You're quite the handsome lad yourself. Clever scammers. Sure did. Yes, happy Friday indeed. And happy Metroid Prime 3 finale. Because it sure is going to be now that we're at 100%. Yeah, wall jumps in 3D Metroids just generally don't feel good. You can only do them in very specific locations. Starting them is often really unresponsive. There's a lot that goes wrong. Ooh, I have not heard of this. I mean, it's a good name. Care to give me some details? Some retails? I've never heard of Green Hell either, but I mean, that does sound up my alley. I think it's from the research facility. Played it once, then a snake bit me. Tale as old as time. Yeah, that is unfortunate, Meaty. Man, I like snakes. Not a lot of snakes where I live. You'll get the occasional garter snake, but nothing more than that. And I've never seen a wild snake. My mom has once. It's actually kind of weird that I've never seen a wild snake, given where I used to live. This is not where I need to be. Neat, Winter. I'll try that. Although I will say, in South Africa, I'm glad I never saw a wild snake, because boy did we have some dangerous ones. Did I never... Okay, that's scan. Is it from the mining site? It is not from the mining site. Needs to research. Needs the mining site. Oh yeah, it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. I am a big fan of snakes. I've never played STALKER. I know it is well beloved. Yeah, I actually wanted to get I wanted to get a pet python for a while, because ball pythons have these cute little puppy dog faces. Ooh, that's interesting. Oh, I don't want to go to full height. Interesting. I fully understand that, matey. To me, pythons are just sweet little puppies. I didn't know about the backwards teeth. I mean, still doesn't bother me, but I didn't know about it. What do you mean by backwards teeth? As in their teeth like curve forward? Because that's how my brain interprets that. That phrase. It's so interesting. Anyway, I learned a neat thing about snakes. Thanks, Meaty. I know that wasn't the plan, but here we are. I will say, I'm scared of vipers. Chat, are you ready to go to the end? The end of the game. The very final.
Samus, We have gained control of the Leviathan. Now we'll be able to open a wormhole and warp to phase. It's time to end this. Once you rendezvous with the fleet, we'll head straight into the belly of the beast. I look forward to fighting alongside you again, Samus. Godspeed.
I mean, here's the thing, Winter. It's a Metroid game. I'd be disappointed if we didn't run away from an exploding planet at some point. Hello, Polar. Yeah, I get that feeling. Meaty, a friend of mine, used to have, probably still has, but he's in South Africa and I'm not, so we don't really spend time with each other anymore. But he used to have, tarantulas as pets, and, oh, thank you. I was never invited to his house. I would have said no if I had. I've got such a problem with spiders. Like, even tiny spiders, terrible. The way...
Take heed, Samus.
Oh.
Once you join the fleet and the wormhole to phase is opened, there is no turning back.
I understand how a lot of people feel about snakes, because that's how I feel about spiders.
Please be sure to prepare yourself. We wish you the best of luck.
I'm literally as prepared as I can be. I'm not even sure I've ever been badly bitten by a spider. I'm just terrified of them from the bottom of my soul. I once saw a survey was done on what about spiders bothers people, and it was actually very, very interesting. And one of the answers that ranked very high, and I get it, is, and I quote, legginess. Also, I live in North America now, so if I ever see a brown recluse, it dies with fire. Winter, that honestly explains so much about how weirdly mechanical they seem. For anybody who doesn't know, the bite of a brown recluse spider has a very, very high risk of causing necrosis, which is to say, flesh rotting. So, if you see a brown recluse, you kill it. And fire is the most effective way to make sure that if they have eggs, the eggs are also cooked.
Sir,
It's so interesting, Winter.
thank you, Winter. Leviathan Command, you are cleared to fire the portal beam. Once the wormhole is open, order all ships to enter. Affirmative, Admiral. Message to all
Audio
ships.
mixing is my passion.
Maintain battle formation time.
The audio mixing in most of the game is fine, but that portal, that cutscene is terrible. Yeah, the pirates are defending. They're not just going to let us attack. And they outnumber us. Man, I like this cutscene, but just a reminder that this is the same console that gave us one of the greatest cutscenes of all time, which is the one from Smash Bros. Brawl. You'll know the one I know. Hello, you. And this is Planet Phase. Origin of all Phazon in the universe. Wait, Meaty. Oh, there is such a cool cutscene from near the end of Brawl had a story mode called the Subspace Emissary. And it is so amazing. Also, enjoy your lore, Huey. Oh my lord. Subspace Emissary has to be a stream something. Oh, it does, Huey. I love Prime 3. Anyway, the entire atmosphere is full of Phazon, which super doesn't go well for Samus. Phazon Overload. Press A to vent energy tanks. My nodule was pulsating. Due to critical levels of internal Phazon corruption, the emergency vent override has been triggered by the PED suit. Technically false. Samus triggered it. All acquired energy tanks have been vented to temporarily prevent total corruption. Hypermode weapons no longer require the extinguishing of an energy tank to use. You are now permanently in hypermode. Because the entire atmosphere is full of Phazon, we're constantly in hypermode. Unfortunately, this vent override can no longer be used. Damage as well as exposure to Phase's atmosphere will continue to raise your Phazon. So this is basically Dark Ether, but it's the last area. Your Phazon level is shown as a yellow bar at the top of the HUD. If your Phazon level fills completely, you will die. Yep. Now, that bar fills up more slowly the more energy tanks you got during the game. And there are weird little dudes all over. Gel sack. Inflates as a defense measure, can explode and release it. I'm not going to scan everything, but I want to scan a few of the figures. Massive tentacles grow from deep within the planet's surface. They appear semi-sentient. The health pickups now are not really health, but they reduce your Phazon. They help you vent more Phazon. Man, you know, I've never actually wondered that, Meaty. I love weird sound engineering. It does have similarities. A lot of this game has similarities to Dread. going to scan everything, but there's some cool stuff to scan. A cluster of large crystals has grown through the cavern wall, vulnerable to explosive blasts. Oh, I've never played Forbidden Temple. I mean, here's the thing, Meaty. Given that turn into ball is a very effective way to deal with... I fell. Is a very effective way to deal with Metroids, something Samus deals with all the time. Turn into ball in response to something's tickling me. Probably effective. Ooh, interesting. We love Leslie Nielsen as a heartthrob anything. Species identified, glow stem, bioluminescent plant life that contains high radiation. Cold. Chat, if you're confused, always see cold. Phazon Puffer absorbs Phazon energy from nearby bioforms power to... That's so interesting. So it actually increases your health while preparing to attack. I genuinely love this as a last area. It feels so unique. Also, there are no secrets in this area. Just in case you're wondering. There are no pickups of any kind. I did not know that, Meaty. A glove across some piano strings. That's so cool. try to ride that line for too long. Oh, pheromones were good. Exposed membrane is a small section of a nest which contains hundreds of juvenile Metroids. Still. There we go. Whoa. I love upside down water. God, we're going deep into this planet. Hey, check it out! Serpentine organ serves as a Leviathan wound. Tissue on the side looks like it could be torn off. Yeah, they're making more Leviathans. Inside there, I can't actually scan the core separately. That's a bit of the Leviathan that is the Leviathan. Oh, went to the other side. I've forgotten they do that. Oh lord, let me aim. I hope I'm doing this right. Like, I can see it going red when it goes. There we go. Guess who? Why was my Dark Samus phase-on energy based entity disrupted by hypermode attacks? Hey, guess what? I'm in hypermode. Target is composed of pure phase-on energy and is highly unstable. Scans indicate that hypermode attacks are capable of disrupting her, likely a result of hypermode being energized by Samus's body. Dark Samus is capable of generating echoes of herself to aid her in battle. It's worth noting two interesting things. Firstly, the second game has the subtitle Echoes. So there's that. But also, it's interesting that Dark Samus was one of the first Echo fighters in Smash. That isn't intentional, it's just a fun little fact. These units will be used as increased firepower and act as distractions while she replenishes her energy. They should be destroyed immediately. She is capable of absorbing energy from phase to replenish her. lasers or we need. Oh, we're not done. Remember that Aurora unit they took control of? Morphology, Aurora Unit 313. Patch on its head protects core. Damage core to sever cables. Aurora 313 has somehow been fused with the bioessence of Dark Sands. While combat shields protect most of them, a weak spot was being detected with the cable junction. Damaging the unit's core will expose this point, but the core itself is protected by an armor gauge. Tentacle ports can be damaged to initiate stunning cerebral feedback pulses within the target. While incapacitated, the hatch will be unprotected and able to be pulled open. This unit has been heavily mutated by phasing exposure. It appears to be symbiotically connected to the planet Phase as well. She ain't done. Severed cable has exposed a weak point that is vulnerable to attack. Aurora 3... Okay, it's the exact same... Man, could you stop? Genuinely not the hardest boss fight in... It's not even the hardest boss fight in this game. But a really fun one, and I find very, very cool to look. Bye-bye to all the badness inside her. She got uncancered by killing somebody. Which, have we not all dreamed of such a day? Josh, it just disappeared like that. Because it is phasing.
Sir, we have confirmed unstable energy spikes in multiple
And,
locations on the planet. It's a chain reaction. It's accelerating. The planet's going to explode.
Order the fleet to disengage and prepare to retreat. Activate the Leviathan's warp field.
Yeah.
Get us out of here.
That was phazon, and all of the phazon in the universe is going away. Like, we're lucky the Leviathan still works. There's no timed escape though, which kind of feels bad. That's why the pirates are disappearing as well. Well, the pirate ships. Oh no. Oh no, Samus didn't make it out. There will be no sequels to this game.
We've lost 37% of the fleet. Half of the surviving ships are reporting heavy casualties.
Sir, we've confirmed the wormhole has disappeared. All the Leviathans are gone. The crisis is over.
What about Samus?
Negative, sir. No contact.
There's this shot!
Sir, we're receiving a transmission from Samus's ship.
The transmission should have been, send me my damn money. Yeah, Quantum Entangled has always been my thought. Ooh, this sure is a 480p cutscene, isn't it? And she takes a moment to think about all those she met and murdered. Gore was always my favorite. Anyway, that is the 75% cutscene. Oh, Josh, those memories are not PG-13. She has fond memories, but you can't show them in this game. I shan't, Sabs. In spite of playing 2 of the games in a row, this is not going to be the Pig Plays Metroid hour. My next game, I can reveal now if you'd like. It is going to be the concluding game of Giant Robot War. Not the last game with giant robots that I'll play, but the last game where giant robots are a big part. I have mentioned it before. I like the tentacles creeping in from the side. It is not Titanfall 2, although that would be a good one for giant robots. X I've already played, and I'm not going to stream the DLC, just because I'd have to play like the whole thing again. But Sabs, you're not a million miles off. The next giant robot game is going to be Xenogears.
With the death of the planet Phase, Samus Aran's arduous fight against Phazon has ended. However, in the vast regions of space, this victory is just a twinkle of a star, spreading the light of hope through the darkness.
Man, that's super quiet. I forgot how badly some of the audio is mixed in this game. You were close, Winter. Oh, it was something about how Samus's battle against Phazon is over, but in the vastness of the galaxy, this victory is only a twinkle in the darkness. And like, yeah, I guess. And that is a never-ending battle, Winter. You know, this game has its problems, but I really like it. I had a lot of fun, and is that not what it's about? Special thanks to Reggie Fils-Aimé. This must have been before he was... Yeah. That's so interesting. Oh my god, chat, what if we touched Phazon tentacles? And here's your 100% cutscene. No, that's the 75% cutscene. Sorry. The other one is just like the normal end cutscene. That's the 75%. Greg! And now is the 100% cutscene. Oh my god. Somebody who you almost certainly don't know if you didn't play Metroid Prime Hunters, a not particularly successful... What do you mean communications with the Wiimote have been interrupted? A not particularly successful DS game which isn't even part of the main trilogy. I think about Max a lot as well. So true, Tron. Anyway, that's Metroid Prime 3. So, if you all wanted to see what led to Metroid Prime 4, you have. Prime Hunters did indeed come out before this. And that's where Silex was introduced. And I watched that ending and went, huh? Who's that chasing Samus and for why? Oh, sure, Paula. Greg, long story short, Samus is a bounty hunter. Sorry to spoil the game for you. Anyway, I know it's a bit early, but 'tis the end of the game. So I've got to see who to raid. Thank you for the dudes, Greg. Yeah, so Prime 4 actually seems to have a much stronger connection. Thank you, Sabs. Prime 4 seems to have a much stronger connection to Hunters, thanks to Psylocke, than any of the others. But yeah, it has no Dark Samus, it has no Phazon. Like, because of Dark Samus, the main villain of all of the original trilogy were all technically the Metroid Prime. The Metroid Prime was the final boss of Metroid Prime 1, and the Metroid Prime becomes Dark Samus. So the main villain of Metroid Prime 2 and 3 are also the Metroid Prime. And Metroid Prime 4 doesn't have any Phazon, and doesn't have any Metroid Prime. So it's interesting. Anyway. I'm trying to see who we can raid. I might raid Kelvy. Kelvy's playing Air Riders. And we love a Kelvy and love Air Riders. Anyway, chat, thank you very much for joining me. I thoroughly enjoyed this game. I'm very glad I played it. My next stream will be Sunday, 2:30 Eastern Time, where I guess I'm going to be doing some game dev, which I'm super not looking forward to because I've been struggling, but whatever. I'm going to do it, and nobody can stop me. Anyway, yeah. Next week, Tuesday, I'm going to be starting Xenogears, the last of my giant robot games. Not the last of the giant robot games, just the last of the ones I'm playing. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, or whatever time zone it is for you. Yeah. Just let me open up my stream manager so that I can actually click the raid button. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I will see you all around in a future stream. Have a good one, everybody. Ciao.